Hi guys, welcome back to Fiery Love 1111. Um, here doing a jumping on real quick and doing a reading for the on the some messages that are coming through from a divine masculine or for a divine masculine from spirit and what he needs to know and what he's um, actually, I'm not sure. I just know there's a very heavy energy right now that's coming through. Um, it's really heavy right now. It almost is. Um, it's almost hard to do because ugh, it's just very, very heavy. It's an energy. I just wanted to sit down and explain this too because um, as I'm working through this energetically to talk about it, it's very heavy. My shoulders are very heavy. My chest hurts. I'm almost nauseated because this energy is being purged right now out of this. I don't know who this one. This it's a certain divine masculine. I'm tapping into, and he's whoever he has to get a message across. And I'm not really trying to laugh, but I kept trying to not do this reading and for 2 days now. And the energy that kept coming through, it can't be ignored. It just can't. And I finally had to just sit down today and allow this message to come through, these messages to come through. And this one, Chariot, just fell out too, by the way, because he's so persistent. I'm getting a persistent energy. I'm getting a very, very dominant sexual man, a dominant masculine energy. And it feels like a man. And just really, I'm going to try to get through this, and I apologize if I stumble around my words, but I have to try to also work through this energy in my system, in my body, because it's not an easy energy that is being worked through. There's a lot of energy that's coming through on the mental plane, but it's also bringing up feelings. There's very strong feelings coming through for a divine feminine. And my throat is, oh man, I just there's words that are needing to come out. Sorry, I'm sorry, just work with me here for a minute. There's words that are trying to come out. Words. The throat chakra is very clogged and blocked, but energetically, it's almost as if this energy cannot be blocked anymore. It's just going to get blurted out. It's going to get blurted out. I'm just getting that from spirit. Like this divine masculine cannot almost bear to hold this energy in anymore. He's he's going crazy. He's really going crazy. I feel this energy of just, there's just a strong an anger, but an anger that he's trying to work through because he's trying to better himself, and knows that the energy is not healthy if he stays this way. And so it's kind of it's an energy of like going like this, where they keep clashing energies. This is the one side where this divine masculine is really trying to better himself, try to work through these dark shadows and almost his own literal demons in a way, because there have been lifetimes of this work that he's been needing to purge. It's a ton of ego and pride, actually. And it's the undressing of it. It is the releasing of that. And, he's trying so hard on this side to do that for himself, for his own life, for his own uh, divine sovereignty, that energy that he knows he's a divine being. He's trying to work through that. Yet this ego and this pride and his throat chakra is just so clogged up and tight because he is afraid. The ego and pride won't let him take this, trying to take this chance, trying to take this chance. It's making me nauseous, literally, physically nauseous, being in this energy because he wants so much to purge it. He wants so much to purge it and let it go. And he's, so these energies are clashing very strongly, but on the one hand, I'm just going to start showing you these cards because it's like, this tower energy is just, this is what's happening to him right now. It's a tower. He's having a tower moment after tower moment after tower moment of, um, doing what his heart tells him to do, and telling and listening for so many centuries on what his ego and pride has told him to do. And now all of a sudden this divine masculine energy is literally almost taking over my own body because he's just so adamant and so strong, very dominant, very strong, very energetically, he's uh he just, there's this energy of wanting to, the chariot's coming through because he's trying so hard to contain himself and stop himself from what he wants to do. He can't get through this energy without he's completely falling apart inside, completely falling apart. He sees his divine feminine as this wonderful, beautiful, loving, strong empress of love. And this beautiful energy of her holding her own, and holding her own power, and being strong in her own power, and not needing anybody else, but loving who she is, very much loving who she is. And it's almost an energy, this darkness that's back behind here. Behind her is his energy because he's envious of that. He wants to be that. He desires to be that with her. And, as I was mixing up all these cards, all these swords energy kept coming up. These swords, the Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords coming up, because it's just this energy of really passionately desiring his feminine in a way that is almost it's like I keep getting overpowering, dominating, controlling, very, very, very sexual energy, very sexual. These cards don't show it, but it's very much felt in this energy. And the Four Wands popped up. This is coming up as a twin flame. Whoever this is a twin flame. It is a divine feminine's divine counterpart, complete twin flame, the other half of a soul of a divine masculine. This is that energy, and it's very much felt very strongly. And it's this energy of just wanting to possess her and control her, but knowing at that same exact time that the control is what drove her away. The control is what drove her away. And he keeps getting that in his headspace and in his heart, that the control of it. And what's the other word? Hold on, I'm trying to get this word coming through. Yes, that's what, the controlling his way or the highway type of energy. He is also, it's coming through because he knows at the exact same time that this is happening. And I have to find the card to show you. Judgment is also coming through and showing him, look, this is what drove your divine feminine away. You're controlling, and karma is stepping right in and showing him right when he wants to, show up at her door, knock on her door, possess this woman and not let any other man touch her, because this part drives him crazy. He can't even handle the thought. He can't handle any idea of the thought of any man ever touching her, and it drives him bonkers. It makes him literally crazy in his mind when he thinks that he can't control that anger. And Judgment's stepping right in right when that happens and saying, do you see how you pushed her away? Do you see how you did that? Because that control and that you know that energy didn't help you grow with her. It didn't help you grow. It's not being a mean energy. Judgment and karma is just showing up to show him that, look, this empress that you hold so high into your heart, won't tolerate that control. And he's just having tower moment after tower moment after tower moment. And this anger, it's almost like this is what he sees in this picture. How you see how this other divine masculine's coming up on this guy with an axe. Like, this is what the pictures. Hi, Lena. How are you? Thank you for joining me. I just saw you joined me. Thank you. Coming up behind this other man with an axe, because he cannot stand the thought of her being with any other man but him. And it's not just a possessive energy. It's a fearful energy of her getting hurt, and he's sitting so much in his pride and ego that he can't tell her this. He can't tell her this for fear he will seem weak. But she knows this truth. She feels this truth. She's sitting in her empress energy, and she knows that's what the truth is, and she's just waiting for him to get through that tower moment and come to that realization and find that strength to actually drop that ego and pride and admit that, that is true for him. So the Hanged Man is coming through, and he is just, every time this tower moment happens, he's trying to find the strength to drop that ego, drop that pride, because he doesn't want to lose her. He doesn't want to lose her. She was the one person in his entire life that helped him more than any other. And that's a major strong energy that's coming through. And, karma is just showing him that. Karma keeps coming in, and karma's going to keep showing him that and showing him that until he, realizes that, this is his divine feminine. This is the person that he is meant for in a very loving way. So then, the sun's energy came up through, and this is, it's not just Leo's energy. It's the very strong, dominant, divine masculine energy that's coming through, and it is sitting with these energies that he is playing with in his soul that are in his energy field right now. This, I don't know if you can see these, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, and the King of Cups. This is, the only thing that's missing is the King of Pentacles, but all three of these fell out. He is actually struggling right now to step into that king's energy. He's on the verge of it. He's very much on the verge of it. But, like I said, it's finding, hold on, I have to find that card again. It's finding that energy to, break through, have that strength to break through and let go of that ego and pride. This strength is fighting his ego and pride right now, and really feel and see the truth of what he is and what he is made of. And that ego and pride is the only thing that's stopping him. He wants so much to step into that King of um, King of Wands energy, this loving, loving, protective, you know, look at the stance that he has in his energy field. This is who he is with her. He, is a very protective energy and very loving energy. He is completely tightly wrapped around her and won't let any other, um, man ever hurt her, divine masculine hurt her. He can't stand that thought. He really can't. And, this energy of him sitting in here is this King of Swords, is that energy of remembering this past. All this past energy is coming flooding through him, how he was the king in her life. She allowed him to control her, and she was very submissive at his feet, and did anything he ever said and anything that he ever wanted before she could step into that Empress energy. So, this is that's his energy that he's fighting, is fighting that ego and pride of, I am the only king in her realm, in her world, and I won't allow any others in there, And this King of Cups is all the love that he does have in his heart, that he wants, that he's on the verge of offering. He wants to offer it, but he's fighting to get out of this energy with this ego and pride. He's very much, it's very, I hear cocky, arrogant. Oh, it gives me a headache, actually. A very cocky, arrogant, you know, um, I'm the only one that you need, and I will show you. And sexually, you will never need anybody else but me, because I will just, I can't even almost describe the energy. It's so cocky and arrogant. This is exact energy he's fighting right now, that he's fighting to step out of and step into this King of Wands energy and be, to match this Empress that he knows he loves. And, it is just all these major dark energies that he's fighting. It's almost too much for me. It can be almost like overwhelmingly hard to work through. Actually, I'm going to pull this, pull a couple cards from the Gods and Titans and get some more clarity on this. It's just, this energy and spirit's really working to help him. Karma is really sitting with him and showing him those, the history, the past issues that he has been dealing with, and asking him, do you still want to repeat that? Do you want to keep repeating that? There's also, it causes that chaos. This is one that just, fell out. This chaos is coming through because it causes that chaos in his mind. He doesn't want to keep repeating those same mistakes that pushed her away. He doesn't want to push her away again, because he knows it was never a good thing for him. Ever, ever, ever a good thing for him. Yeah, just chaos just keeps wanting to fall out. It just, it causes his mind to roll over and over and over all those past mistakes, all those past issues. He's having a hard time even sleeping, even relaxing, even taking a deep breath and staying calm. He's pacing. There's a lot of pacing energy, because he's working through that pride and ego, and I'm talking lifetimes of pride and ego that he's working through. And this play energy is the deception that he has been working through too. Not being playing with her mind is what spirit just showed me. Playing with her mind. He doesn't want to get into that energy either, because that hurt her, and it never helped. It never helped them grow. So this it's a big struggle. It really is a big struggle. And Spirit's really trying very hard to help him see that and make that choice, because we all have free will, to make that choice just to recognize that energy and to drop out of it and just, um, live in the abundance of the love that they do have. He can see that. He can see that abundance. He can see that love. He can see all the beautiful things that she has been to him, and he wants that. That's all he's ever wanted. He can feel it. He can see it. He can sense it. But he knows he can't get to this. He can't get to this yet until he rids himself of all those other energies. And, death is at the bottom of the deck. So death is showing him this has to change. This is getting cut away. Karma and judgment won't, allow this in his realm anymore. It's a dying of his energy field of the ego and pride. It's cutting away that ego and pride, and it's really physically making me ill right now. My head hurts, my chest hurts, my shoulders hurt. I'm nauseous because it's lifetimes of work that he's purging out of his energy field. He really is trying hard to purge it, but yet he's still struggling. He's struggling with this possession that he feels so strongly for his divine feminine. And this possession, she doesn't even know about this. She's not even realizing about this because he never tells her. He's sitting too much in his ego and pride to even admit this to her, and yet this protection falls out. This is all he's feeling for her. He is overwhelmingly filled with love, so much love and wanting to protect her that, this tower's energy is coming. It's here right now, because the energy cannot stay in one place and keep getting denied without it being worked through. Judgment, and death are showing him that, look, this is really how you feel, and it's just it's going like this, and it's just bursting and bursting and bursting through his energy field, and it's breaking through that ego and pride, breaking through that in order for him to be his true self. And the true self that he feels is this abundance of love with her and this protection and wanting to step into his full power as a king and be this divine masculine that she has always believed him to be. She's always believed him to be, on a deep soul level. And she's never wavered from this. And this is what he wants so much. He can see it. He can feel it. He can taste it. He knows this deep down. What he is made of. But his ego and pride has always stopped him. Pretty much. That's like, that's just it. His ego and pride has always stopped him. And, it's just, it's lifetimes of work. It really is lifetimes of work that he's working through. And I'm just going to get into this one other deck and see what Spirit has any other things to say about this. And I apologize sometimes if I talk so fast. The energy is just hitting me like so heavily and so fast, and the images and feeling and is coming to me very rapidly. It's just sorry, it's just very overwhelming. Well, these 3 cards wanted to pop out, so I'm going to take them. Yeah, see, it's this obsessive behavior towards her about this possession. And he's sitting in those energies of being so defensive and blocking her out, sitting in that ego and pride. See how that her arms are out and it's just blocked in. There's a wall, like, I'm not going to let you in because I just can't open my heart like that. I won't do it. So I'm going to stay this defensive energy. And all the trickery that he's ever pulled on her, the things that he has said, the um deceit, I don't like to say lies is coming into my mind, but I try not to use that word as lies because I see it more as untruths. Because deep down, past that lie, past those untruths, past that trickery is the real thing. And if you can look past that, if you can see past that trickery and past those untruths or lies, if you insist on using that word, the truth of the matter is, you know, that love that he does hold for her. And that's all those energies that he's working through, and it's just a matter of whether he can stand in that power, stand in that truth, and recognize it when it comes, and accept it, and have that free will to change. Trust. See, trust just popped out. Like, trust is trusting, um trusting what you cannot see, trusting your intuition, trusting the higher self. This is what he's doing. He's trying very hard to trust his higher self, not his 3D ego and pride and the physical. He's trying to look past those physical aspects of the 3D body. It's men are so left-brained. He's so left-brained. He's very analytical, very straightforward, very decisive, action-oriented. That he's having a hard time saying, whoa, whoa. You mean that there's more than this? There's more than this? There's more than, this 3D, very physically strong, dominant body that I own. There's more to this? This is what he's struggling with. He's learning to rise above and almost having an awakening, because he's learning that, yes, there is so much more. That he is trusting his intuition, the energy of his higher self. This is what he's struggling with. He's struggling to trust it, struggling to trust himself. And Spirit showing him that once you can trust yourself, then you can trust others. Because trust has been a huge, huge lesson. I feel it so heavily in my heart and my energy field. Trust has been a huge issue in his life. He's can hardly. It's like that funny saying, Spirit showing me, I trust you as far as I can throw you. And if he can't see you, then he can't trust you. And if he doesn't know what you're doing, he's not going to trust you, because it's not in the 3D world. If he can't see you, then there's no trust there. And it's not something that he means to do. It's not on purpose. It's lifetimes of work that he's working through, lifetimes of trust issues that he's working through. And once Spirit is stepping in and showing him, once you can trust yourself, you can start to trust others. And it's just this beautiful energy flowing into him, and it's causing all this chaos, just huge chaos in his energy field, because he's learning about himself. He's learning about himself so much. And the more he learns about himself and trusts that intuition deep down, the more he can see his divine feminine in a different light, and holds that trust for her and holds that love for her. So this is just this huge energy that's coming through. And, take what messages resonate for you. If they don't take them. Don't try to make it work for you. But if you're a divine masculine watching this video, and any of these energies sound true to you, or sound like, they could be very true or could resonate, then, this message is probably for you. And it also can apply for, we're all made of divine feminine and divine masculine energies. So there can be a lot of female divine feminines that are watching this, and this could be the energy of the divine masculine that is inside you. You know, like I said, it just take the messages as they resonate, because this is definitely a specific divine masculine I am tapping into that's very strong, very persistent, very persistent right now. Um, I wow. So I really hope that I'm not sure if I should tap into if there's any other messages coming through. Hold on. I think that's it. Well, I do hope that you enjoyed this reading very much. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this video. I'm fairly new on this channel, haven't had it very long, and if this resonates for you, grab it. And don't forget to leave any comments below, or just let me know how you feel about this. I do appreciate all the comments, and likes, subscribes, all of it. This is what I do, and this is what I love, and it's just an amazing thing for me. All right, guys, I love you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.